We are live broadcasting from the Reggae Nights studio in Costa Rica. I've got some special guests here with me. Check this out. I got the Serenation crew with me. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Bueno.
Muy bueno. Muy bueno. I like that. So, guys, you guys are busy. What have you guys been up to?
Man, just been playing in all these releases. We've been releasing lots of singles, filming music videos. We've been headlining our own shows a lot, which have been really cool and rewarding. That's been cool.
So you guys have been headlining. You guys have been making videos. You guys have been making music. I seen you guys hustling on the streets, laying down flyers. Man, it's just not all rock stars on Friday nights, is it? Man, I told my kids I want to grow up and be a rock star. You guys might have changed my mind on this.
Oh yeah.
Tell
so
me,
fun. Despite all the work, it's so fun.
My musical talent is not that good, but I do understand a little bit about business. Let's talk a little bit about the business of music and what it takes to put on a show on a Friday night. Because you just can't show up and play, right? Like, what's it take to get to that point?
Good question.
I think it's a lot of interaction between us and the fans. The more we give them, the more we get. And so there's a direct correlation with that when it comes to show attendance and stuff like that. The more we put out there, the more people show up, the more the vibe spreads and stuff. So I think
I touched with Bianca on that. I think that's one of your guys' leading edges is just your communication, the interaction, and just like the realness. When you guys post something, comments start coming in, and like you remember people because they commented before, and it makes us feel special. So thank you for that, and thank you for being so personal. All right, well, Bianca, nice, giving the props on that.
Well, we appreciate everybody, man. I can't imagine any other way. It's like to have someone listen to our music and come to our shows, like that's that's how we can keep doing what we're doing. So that's our way of showing our appreciation back to them. That's the way I see it.
And it really shows. It seems like you guys enjoy this. Like, I know it's a job, but it's if you're smiling at work, is it really work?
We have a toast before the show. We say, best job I ever had. We take a cheers and we go play the show. And it's true. Yeah. Best job I've ever had.
And sometimes you got to remember that, right? You've been on the road for hours and just, not it's not the most glamorous life to get down to some of these places, but you got to realize, and I think that's brilliant having a toast like that. I'm going to start doing that with my business. We're going to come in and we're going to make a toast. Picking up notes from you guys. Thank you.
You said it looks like a lot of work. We're out there putting up flyers and stuff like that, and it is a lot of work. It is a fun job, and even doing those things like putting up flyers and working hard like that, getting these shows together, those things are fun because it's what we're doing it. It's our game. We're playing our game. We're running it our way.
Yeah.
I like that. And it's in the way you guys are doing it, again, it's organic and it feels natural because even though you guys are running flyers, you guys are on skateboards. Like you guys are out there having fun with the community, interacting. And again, it almost seems like you're the biggest fans of your fans. And I think that's really what draws the attention to you guys. That's what drew us anyways.
Wow. That's a really cool way to put it. I've never heard anyone say that, but I definitely feel like we do connect. Like we want to hang out, get to know you. So yeah, that's a really cool way of putting it. I've never heard it that way.
We're also
So
fans of just the process. I think we're definitely fans of the process of what we're going through. It's
Yeah.
a fun thing to watch unfold, especially when we're the ones up there doing it, and you see those numbers grow, and you see those people singing along, and you feel like you're making an impact in it, and it feels really good.
how great is it to get them Facebook stories that pop up from 4 years ago and like what your major stress point 4 years ago? And you're just like, man, I was silly when you look at what you guys have accomplished. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes. I think of a major stress point is when our van broke down in 2020, 4 years ago, in Arizona, and we had to get home. But yes, even thinking about stressful times like that, it's still, you're with your best friends, and it's still, things could be worse. But
Yeah.
you're with your friends, so there's still great times.
The speed bump is what makes the memories, right? Like if the van didn't break down, you wouldn't remember that trip like you did.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and without bad days, what's a good day? Honestly, you need to have them bad ones to be able to balance everything out. Couldn't appreciate a good day.
Exactly.
And when
Yeah.
you're
But yeah,
out there on
them
the road, persevering and getting through it and putting on the show still.
So so we've talked a little bit about kind of, we'll call it like the icing, right? That's the fans, that's the glimmer on Friday night when you guys are on stage. Let's talk about Monday morning for a minute. What's a Monday morning look like for Sayer Nation?
Wake up sharp at noon.
How's Monday afternoon start? And again, with that being said, here's a great question. Routines. Like I'm a person of routine. If I'm on a routine, I run like a freight train. But if there's one little hiccup in the tracks, I'm like a train wreck. So I don't think I would be good on tour just because of that. How do you guys balance that out?
Try to do more good than you do bad.
That's a good answer. That's a good invest in that karma, huh?
Feed the good wolf. If you try and do as many good things as you can to level out the bad ones.
I,
Like good work ethic and stuff like that. Try and
yeah,
be apparent and aware when you need to be balanced.
go look
And
for
keep
someone who needs to help across the street. Go find some and help them across. Start investing in that karma pool.
Oh, definitely. I mow all my neighbors' lawns. That's funny that you say that.
Where you live at, man? I might have to move in. I hate cutting the grass, but I'll get you lemonade. I'll make you a lemonade if you cut my grass.
Hey, I'd appreciate it, man. That'd be nice.
So it's been hot in Florida, huh?
Oh my God, dude. It's insane. But we're used to it. We've all we've all lived here for most of our lives. So, I mean, at least I'm used. I know it's coming every summer.
So you guys have a little event called Reggae Nights Summer Heat.
Yeah.
And we named it because we knew it was going to be hot. We knew we were going to have some good performers, and we knew it was going to be warm. So we just had to name it Heat. Are you guys going to be bringing them La Vida logo shirts?
Oh, hell yeah. We gonna bring them.
Those look good. Just have
Yeah.
to say, those look really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we got the
the
820.
lyric in one of our new songs, the Live in La Vida Local.
Yes. Let's talk about some of that. Now that has, have you guys done the video for that yet?
Yeah, we actually dropped it last week, and it's such a fun video, man. I mean, it's literally just a giant sandbar party, and we brought a barge out there and like performed for everyone. It was insane, but it was so awesome. It looks great.
So you guys brought the entire setup out on a barge and took it out into the Gulf. Tell me more about this. I got to know more about this.
That was Adam.
Yeah.
I met up with the captain, who has a friend, and they had a barge. So we said, "Can we use this for a few hours?" Sure, no problem. And yeah, we took it out all the way to the John Pass Sandbar, and it was 4.
Well, we just got to the good part, didn't we, Jay?
Yeah. If you want, I can help you finish.
We
the
ended up
story
losing
while
one of the
there.
anchors, and it was like you said, man, you can't enjoy the sunny days without a couple rainbows.
We just talked about that. Yeah.
Oh,
You guys
So-
cut out there for a
Oh, can
second.
you hear us?
He
Can
was
you guys hear
saying that
us?
we can hear you.
You guys are good.
Ooh.
So you lost a few anchors, is what we
Um,
what we last heard.
I'm not sure if y'all can hear us or not. Should I start over?
I can hear you. We're good on my
you
side.
can hear us?
Okay, I can't. Hold on, I'm gonna re-enter the chat because I can't. It's like frozen.
They probably can't hear us. So Jay, if you got anything bad to say about them, I mean, I guess now's the time. So you can probably get away with it.
36.
No.
All right, sorry guys, I'm gonna re-enter here.
So yeah, that sandbar, Jay, that looked like some fun. And I think I lost Jay too. I think I got Bianca down here. Hello guys, can you hear me?
Hello, we're back.
But I lost Jay now. This is fun.
Oh, no.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna turn him off, and then we're gonna bring him back on.
Okay, cool.
Jay, can you hear us? Oh no. Well,
Let me see. Okay, I just texted him. All right, we'll see if he. I just told him to rejoin. Cool.
well, we're waiting for Jay to come back. Let's get back to that barge story.
Well, like I was saying, we brought the barge out on 4th of July weekend at the Johns Pass Sandbar, and it was just complete, like, chaos out there. There was cops, and there was boats of all kinds, jet skis, and we set up the barge as close as we could to the sandbar, and we just started playing, and everyone just came, and
They knew what was going on.
It wasn't.
Nice.
It wasn't like a super planned thing. We just said, "Hey, we're gonna go out there on 4th of July and rock out on a barge." And when you play, they come.
Oh, it's such a good video too, man. I need to get an invite for the next one. I'll even carry something. Nothing too heavy. I mean, that had to be a trip because when we go to the beach, I don't even like to bring a cooler just because I'm lazy. How many trips did it take to get everything out there?
The barge was so big that honestly, it only took one, but it was just crazy because we brought like instruments that we don't like really care about. Like it's kind of like our beaters
Yeah.
instruments because we know like they're gonna get wet. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
So we're like, Adam's jumping in with his guitar into the water and everything. But that's what made it fun is because we kind of were just like, whatever happens, happens. And I feel like the best videos are that way where you're just like, everything's not planned to a T,
Absolutely. I think the final product is outstanding. You guys put together another great piece of work called The Getaway. Tell me a little bit about that car.
Oh, yeah. On Stick to Your Guns, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That is actually my stepdad's friend's car. And it is a very expensive car. I couldn't believe it's something. And he'll probably just bring it out and like maybe he'll let us sit in the car and that's it. But he actually let Jay drive the car, which was so nice of him. I mean, he went above and beyond, and I was just shocked that he would trust us to drive his car, honestly.
Speaking of Jay, sticking to your guns, you didn't pick me up, man. You were supposed to pick me up and take me to work. I needed a ride from that in the car for the stick to your guns. You were supposed to pick me up.
Oh, I can't hear him.
We can't hear you.
No.
Well, anyways, I'm sure he's gonna pick me up next time.
Oh yeah, he'll pick you up next time. He's got you.
He also got beat up, didn't he? Maybe if he picked me up, he wouldn't have got beat up in the video.
Maybe.
That was our
You know.
that was our videographer throwing punches at him.
So who came up with that idea? I mean, that was a pretty clever video.
I think it was kind of everybody because Jay is friends with the Jack Tenney and his brother, and they have like some really cool spaces, like cool warehouses, and they pretty much said like, hey, you can use our warehouse, and they have a boxing ring there. We were like, let's take advantage of this really cool opportunity because most people don't just have like a boxing ring sitting around. But yeah, it was kind of like a group effort. And the car worked out really good because my stepdad works in cars and he had a friend. And like I said, I couldn't believe he like let us drive the car or Jay or any of us because I'm thinking this car is so expensive. But he was such a nice guy for trusting us.
I mean, that was the cherry on the top for the video. So
Yeah.
just pass it along to fans. Thank you. From the bottom of our heart, we appreciate that.
Oh, dude, of course. It's fun to do. We have fun making our videos. It's like always kind of like it's a long process. Usually, like it's usually like a full day and into the night, but we always have a lot of fun doing it.
So it's a lot of work to be a band. Is kind of what we summarize today. It's just not all glimmer and glam on the weekends. Tell me, you guys are one of the. I see you guys all over the place. The one thing I want to compliment you guys on is the way you guys handle your business. From being able to, I guess, enjoy the work. What advice would you have to anybody trying to look to get into this kind of business, whether it's a band, a new promoter, or anybody that would be interested in getting into a business like this?
It's tough. I mean, if you're a band, I would say at first, definitely just focus on like the songs. Because like that's one thing I love about us is that before we ever played a show, we went in the studio and we wrote our first album. So that way when we went and played shows, like we had material like that we were proud of and songs that people could go listen to. And I feel like because we had like a strong first album with songs that, you know, we worked hard on and we loved, we were able to get fans like right off the rip locally. Like we go play at our local bars, like Ricky T's and whatever. And people actually were like, who is this band? Because we actually had decent original songs and decent recordings. So I would say focus on that first. And then like the business side, there will be no way around it. You'll have to deal with it. But the songs are always the most important thing, you know.
Learn to love the grind. But I think you guys mentioned that before, how you guys incorporate just lifestyle. It's not just a job, it's more of a lifestyle. And as a fan, I appreciate that. I really do. So I know you guys got to get going. Again, you guys are super busy and we are pressed on the clock for you guys. Tell me some of the events that you guys have coming up. I think you have got a show coming up here, not too far in the distance, do you?
Yeah, we're coming to Reggae Nights on August 25th. We're so excited about that with Iconic and Dub Collectors. That's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait to check out that spot because Iconic has told us nothing but good things about it. Like, they had such a fun time. So I can't wait. We can't wait for that. And then we're going to be headlining in Melbourne actually the week after, which will be really cool. It's only, I think it might actually be our first time like headlining on our own over there. So at Pineapple. So we're super excited about that.
Yes.
You guys are growing. You guys are growing. Super excited about August 25th. Again, guys, if you guys want VIP tickets to Reggae Nights Summer Heat, just Google Serenation at the Twisted Fork. If you've never been at the Twisted Fork is mainly known for rock music, and we're trying to turn this thing a little bit reggae. Again, just great venue. It sits right beside the Harley Davidson shop. So when people come, they can go look at the Harleys. They can go buy some apparel. We've got over 15 vendors in place.
Oh no.
General admission is free, so come on out. Guys, Sierra Nation, if we want to learn more about you, how do we learn more about you?
Oh, sorry, Paul. I can hear you kind of, but it's kind of going in and out.
So if I wanted to learn more about Sierra Nation, how do I find more about you guys?
I mean, I would say go listen to our music, and you can listen to that Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. That's the best way to learn about us, is to go listen to the songs, I'd say.
That's a brilliant answer, guys. Get on all the socials and search Sierra Nation and come check them out at the Twisted Fork Sunday, August 25th. Again, thank you guys for taking the time out.
Thanks, Paul.